Hi everyone, so in today's makeup look I wanted to do this really dusty purple and gold smoky eye. Well, it's actually a halo smoky eye, which basically means there's a pop of colour in the middle. So let's get started. I'm doing a full face makeup tutorial, so I've already put my foundation on, which is my favourite by Kat Von D. Then I've gone in with my Nars Creamy Concealer and set that in with my Australis powder. Then I'm using my L'Oreal bronzer, which is amazing. It's a liquid form, so it blends in really nicely with your foundation. Then I'm using my Tarte Sculptor, and this is just to sort of create a little bit more definition around my nose and also around my forehead, and then of course blend it in with my beauty blender. Okay, so now I'm going in with my fan brush and I'm just wiping off the excess powder that I used underneath my eyes. And I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me powder to sort of set the rest of my foundation in, and it also has a skin tone colour, so I won't look as white. Then I'm going in with my Nars Orgasm blush, and this is probably my all-time favourite blushes because it has a beautiful gold reflect in it. Okay, so now I'm going in with my highlighter. This one is by Manizer from the Balm, and again I just love re-emphasizing just glowy, dewy skin even though it is powder. So I'm applying it on the tops of my cheekbones, nose and cupid's bow. And then with my large fluffy brush I like to go over all the highlighter and contour and blush, just sort of soften it and blend it in really nicely with the skin. And for brows, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade with a angled brush from Sigma, and I'm just sort of defining them. And I always like to make sure I comb through the product properly so there's no sparse gaps in my eyebrows. Okay, so now moving on to eyes, I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as a base and primer. This will prevent any creasing. And for this entire look I'm mostly using this sleek palette. I believe it's called the Romance palette. So first I'm starting off with this dusty pinkish brown shade, and this is going to be my transition colour. And on a large fluffy brush I'm just swiping it from inner to outer corner of my crease. I'm slowly introducing the purple into my outer third of my eye, and then I'm also pressing it onto the inner corners of my eye, and I'm not blending at the moment, I'm just basically placing the shadow where I want it to be. And then going in with a separate brush, I'm then using very small and precise movements with the brush so I don't spread the product too far, but I am blending the colour. So with a clean fluffy brush I'm basically blending the inner and outer corner, connecting on the top of my eyelid, and I'm leaving the center part of my eyelid blank, and this is where I'll be placing the gold later on. And I'm just quickly going over it again, just patting on the colour because it gets a little lost when blending. Then I'm going in with this really deep purplish blue shade, and I'm going over the purple colour, so it's like a mixture of purple and blue together. And I'm just applying it exactly in the same places that I did with the purple shade and blending it really well to make sure that the colours are nice and smooth. And then I'm going in with the gold, and I think this is the colour that sort of makes this entire look stand out so much. I'm using a detailer brush from Zoeva, and then I'm blending through the colour to make sure that it is seamless with the purple, and then I'm reapplying the gold on top just to re-emphasize again. And then on my lower lash line I'm using the same colours I did on my eyelid, so I'm using the light purple, and I'm also using a deep burgundy shadow just to really get some depth into my lower lash line, and then of course using the gold on the center of my lower lash line as well. Then I'm also taking that burgundy shadow on the outer third of my eyes because I sort of fell in love with how it looked on my lower lash line, so I decided to sort of add it a little bit on my eyelid as well. Then off camera I have applied my falsies and then mascara. This is by L'Oreal. And then going in with a liquid lipstick from Sephora, and I think this liquid lipstick's a little bit confused because it sort of stays wet but really stains your lips, and yeah, I thought it would actually turn out more matte than it did. So Anyways, here's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. It's a little bit different, a little bit more glam, but it definitely looks really nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.